Hello everyone, what's going on? So this is my another recording, previous recording, and I am doing a voiceover on this video. And the chart was, I think, so yeah, it was Euro GBP, and let's see what I did. So you can see the market is actually in ranging right now. It's creating momentum, but still it's ranging. It's not a pure uptrend or downtrend. It's ranging right now. And it just broke this lower high level, which is where my horizontal line is right now. And I actually took this call option trade because I realized that the sellers are weak here. They can't even uh, they can't even come below to touch this level, so they might not be interested a lot. So that's why I placed my trade for call option here. And we can see the buyers candle, which is a big candle, which is here. So buyers are interested right now. Let's see if it was a win or losing trade. And the buyers actually made this a green candle, a strong green candle, right? And okay, so let's see what I did here right now. Okay, so this is the point. You can see that this is the point where the from where the sellers actually came. This is the highest point. Sorry about that. The buyers are trying to go, but they are being pushed below the previous green candles higher wick, and eventually they were stopped at the wick of the previous green candle. And that's why I placed this trade for put option, because I thought that the buyers must be weak here. That's why they couldn't even break the previous candles higher wick. Just to let you know, guys, that this Cortex has this Cortex had this problem when I was doing this session. Cortex had this problem where I the trade, the green and the red, you can see the symbols, these trade symbols, they didn't go, they didn't erase, they were stayed like this, and the profit did not add. Okay, so I was refreshing, but it still didn't work. So yeah, it gave me losses, right? It wasn't loss. You can see that it wasn't loss. I won on these candles. So like, this happens sometimes. So the whole session you're not going to see my profit at all. Okay, my balance will decrease all the time, but I'm just showing you my trade logic, and yeah, that's it. So we can see that the two strong sellers candle after touching the higher high level, and there was a gap down, and I immediately placed my trade for down option because I am thinking that right now sellers are very strong here, so they must reach to the below lower low point, sorry, and they are trying to go below this lower low point. And at the last moment it made a red candle, and there was again a gap down, but I don't know which party did the gap, so I did not take place. I did not take any trade here, I think. Okay, I took a trade here for call option. I don't know what I thought at that time, but yeah, I took a trade for call option. Let's see if it was a win or not. I must be thinking about some logic at that time, that's why I took this trade for call option. But right now I'm seeing that it wasn't a good trade, it wasn't, I shouldn't have taken this trade, but I did. So yeah, you can see the buyers are trying to take the candle above this lower low point, and they were successful. And I think I should take a trade for call option here. Okay, so maybe I was waiting for the entry point, a good entry point below this lower low, and that's why I wasn't able to take any trade here. But this candle, in this candle I should have taken my trade because the seller's weakness was visible at the previous candle. Okay, we can see the sellers are entering, and it was a doji. All right, so this candle should have become a green candle. The previous doji candle should have become a green candle, but it's a doji. So right now the recent candle should be a big red candle, right? So I actually did not think of that at that time, right? So I thought, well, there is a lower high level, sorry, lower low level, and I can trade below this level, right? So I took this trade, and it was a loss, I think. But right now I'm seeing that this candle should have uh, I should have taken a put option trade for 100% surety in this candle. It would have been, a sure trade. Okay, so I took this trade right now because the buyers weren't able to come at the buyer's point, right? At this buyer's point, the buyers weren't available, and they made doji. So after that, the sellers made a strong red candle. Okay, they broke this lower high level with a strong red candle after buyers being weakness, you know after buyers being weak, the sellers made a strong red candle. So the next candle should be also a red candle, right? And we don't see uh, the buyer's entry a lot, right? Okay, you can see the sellers are actually recovering the buyer's entries. So yeah, but this point they actually broke this lower low point, another lower low point. So we shouldn't take any trade in this candle, okay, no matter how strong sellers are. Okay, let's see what I did after that. So I did not take any trade here, and in this candle I actually went for call option. Maybe because I took this trade, because the sellers were able to close this candle below this higher low, sorry, lower low point, right? This horizontal line, right? So if the sellers are successful at closing the candle at the level, then they can come from that level, right? They shouldn't make a gap here. That's why I took this trade for call option, and I don't know if it was a win or not, but let's see. We can see the buyers are trying to go, trying to make a green candle, but sellers are eventually making this candle a red one. But at this candle I think I should have taken a trade at this candle, right? The current candle, because we see uh, the the sellers just made the support, the horizontal line, this level or this support, they just turned this support into a resistance, right? So whenever a support turns into a resistance, the sellers continues, right? So we should have taken a trade on this candle for put option, but I did not do it. And we can see that the buyers are pushing this candle above this horizontal line, and they were successful of doing it, and that's why I think I traded here for call option, because this candle should have become a red candle. I think I explained the logic before. Okay, whenever the support turns into a resistance, the sellers actually continues, but this candle, even after going that below, the buyers were successful to make this candle a doji, right? So the buyers are very 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 strong here. The buyers did not let the sellers to make a red candle, so buyers will try to make this candle a green, and we can see a green candle here. Okay, I don't know which party did the gap, but most probably it was done by buyers, because if the buyers closed below this newly turned resistance, then they shouldn't uh, then the sellers shouldn't make a gap here, right? So it was maybe done by buyers, I think, but who knows. You can see that my trade symbols are still active here. Okay, so I took this trade for down option, because The horizontal line is a first resistance, right? And the buyers actually broke this resistance, and we could not see any rejection from the seller's side, but then there was a gap down, right? So the gap was probably done by sellers. The buyers don't need to make a gap here because they are already strong. The sellers were unable to push the candle below this resistance, and we can see that it was a big red candle. And let me see if I took any trade here. You can see the symbols are gone, but my balance did not increase. It's showing that my all the trades are lost. Now the horizontal line that I put here, the buyers are not able to take the candle above this support, right? Above this level. So sellers are very strong here. That's why I took this trade for down option, I think. Yes. And it was a big win, right? And it's a very sure trade because you can see that the sellers are breaking the level and there was no push by the buyers. So it indicates that the sellers are very strong here, and the next candle will become a red candle, and it became one. Let me see if okay, so that was it, guys, and I am ending this session. So I ended this session right here. So thank you for watching.